What's up, y'all? I'm Jordy, and today I'm going to be using a Mega Manectric team. This Mega Manectric team was created by a friend of mine, Mr. Kurtastic. Thank you very much for putting this team together. Now, Mega Manectric is an interesting mon. When it Mega Evolves, it gets the ability Intimidate. So it wants to be more of a support set. Here we've got Snarl spam, plus Intimidate, plus Volt Switch to pivot, and we're just max HP and max speed. Manectric has a really high speed, faster even than Mega Delphox, Mega Gengar, regular Aerodactyl. Not quite as fast as Mega Aerodactyl, but with its incredible speed, it can Volt Switch around, and so we're going to use that to take advantage of weather. We've got Pelipper here, Archaludon, and a Choice Scarf Adaptability Basculegion. A powerful weather core, as I'm sure you've seen before, with Manectric support and Volt Switching to help the switch game, because like if a Charizard or a Frostlass Mega Evolves, we can Volt Switch out right into our Pelipper. We could even lead Pelipper, swap it turn 1, Volt Switch back into Pelipper. We've got a lot of options we can do. And then Thunder for some decent damage. It won't be incredible, we don't have any special attack investment, but it'll be pretty decent chunks into the opponent. Yeah, Basculegion, standard Scarf, Archaludon, standard Stamina, Leftovers. The Pelipper has Tailwind and Protect, no Wide Guard on this set, but it's just a Sash set. Scovillain I probably won't be bringing much, but it's a good option. This team is relatively weak to opposing Kingambits in particular, because Manectric doesn't want to Intimidate or Snarl them. Basculegion, especially Scarf Basculegion, doesn't want to see that. Arch is fine, so is Pelipper, but Scovillain being able to burn those is a big deal. I don't know if I'm going to bring that much, even if I fight Kingambits, because I really want to use Manectric. I've used Scovillain before. And then finally, we have our own Kingambit, just a really powerful Pokemon, especially in the rain. And we have low kick for opposing Kingambits, so that can kind of patch that up as well. Here's the stats if you want to see them. But anyways, let's jump into these battles. Okay, Blastoise, Charizard, Typhlosion, Hisui. Alolan Ninetales, Archaludon, and Farigiraf. They can't figure out which weather they want to play in. Okay. Manectric, pretty solid here. Can do some good damage into Blastoise. Snarling up is great against their entirely special team, unless that's Charizard X. It's probably Charizard X then. But Intimidate's good against that as well. Okay, if we just put up the weather, they might like it. I kinda don't hate Kingambit. Sucker Punch is pretty solid here. Charizard is a threat, but we have the Volt Switch into Pelipper play. So I like Pelipper in the back with Volt Switch in the front. It helps us take weather really conveniently. And then finally, it's probably Basculegion. There could be a Trick Room component to their team, but Kingambit should be good enough there. Archaludon is good here, I'm not gonna lie. It could be Manectric Archaludon instead of Kingambit. I just like Kingambit a little bit better because of the Trick Room angle they might have. I do have to be careful about Farigiraf Sucker Punch blockage, I guess. Alright, they're a Meowscarada Admirer. Who isn't? Oh gosh. Oh golly. Risk my Manectite and my Chople Berry. This is gonna be Sun Smackdown, isn't it? In this case, I want to... Do I want to pop my Intimidate now? Yeah, I think so. Mega Evolve, Protect, I think is fine. Because I want to feel out what they're doing. They might be protecting Typhlosion, they might be bringing in Farigiraf to block a Sucker Punch. They might just be setting weather and going for Scarf Eruption. It'll be interesting to see which of them moves first, though that won't necessarily tell me. Yeah, they are Charizard Y. Or at least I got them to go for it. The reason I didn't want to go for a Volt Switch into Pelipper play here is if they're Scarf Typhlosion, they can move before I get the Volt Switch off. Alright, we just protect and we protect, and then you Eruption and Heat Wave. Yeah. Alright, now I can very safely bring in Pelipper, though. And a way you could potentially counter my Pelipper swap is by swapping in your Ninetales. So if I swap Kingambit out, he's the slowest on the field, he'll swap last and we'll get rain for sure. And then I can rip a Thunder into Charizard, I think I would prefer. And bring in Pelipper. Because if I take out Charizard and win the Weather War, Typhlosion's not that scary. I guess I'm not certain there's Scarf either. The two Pokemon on their side of the field are very similar speed stats. Any one of them can go before the other, depending on how you have them trained. Typhlosion swap. I like to see that. Ah, they did go for that. Okay. Oh, Charizard also swapped into Arch. Not the best. That could have been better. At least you're not going to be able to do Aurora Veil shenanigans. Can I get a paralysis for my troubles or something? Nah, never. Why would I want that? Alright, they can easily take weather control, which is a problem. So I need to click Snarl here and get... I could Snarl... and Protect, actually. I think that's fine. Even if you're spamming Electro Shot, you at least stay at neutral now because of the Snarls. Freeze Dry, yikes. Ooh, and you go for Dragon Pulse. But that means you stay at -1, which is fantastic. Here, have another Snarl. As I finally bring in Kingambit. It will be hard to take out this Archaludon ever, because I'm giving it tons of stamina boosts. But I'm hoping all these Snarls will encourage it to swap out and get rid of its own stamina. Especially because you have Charizard and Ninetales. You might not have Electro Shot, now that I'm thinking about it. I still have to worry about, like, Thunderbolt. And you could still just have Electro Shot anyway. Not a terrible move. There's a lot of... Oh, who's this? Typhlosion? Love hitting a Snarl into that. Especially because I'm bringing Pelipper off the field here. Yeah, you get to see my Sash. Good for you. No Farigiraf, so Sucker Punch is free. Good damage into Typhlosion, too. Good job, Manectric. Keeping them down. Do you have Electro Shot? You have Aura Sphere! Oh, good call! Good call! But with Chople Berry and double Snarls, yeah, we could take another if we wanted. Happy to spam Snarl. Go for Sucker Punch on Typhlosion, because this could easily be a Charizard swap into an attack. If you're predicting me not to Sucker Punch, that is. Yeah, Manectric's doing its job. Snarling around. All special attackers, so Intimidate's not that great. And then I have Volt Switch to be able to set Rain again. Yeah, this ain't bad. Archaludon endgame's gonna be a problem. I think I want to clear everything on the other slot and just keep Archaludon weak, and then I can muscle through it in the end. Typhlosion swap, not the worst thing in the world. Hello, Ninetales. Lots of stamina on your Arch. You do have Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt, Dragon Pulse, Aura Sphere, probably protect. Good to know. I would like to start KOing things. How about a Thunder into Ninetales? Since Archaludon's already at -3, that's probably enough. And I'll bring in Pelipper now, right after you Thunderbolted that slot. That's a little risky. I guess I could lose the Weather War if they double in. I always could have Volt switched into Pelipper on the other slot, but I like doing damage here, at least. Doesn't KO, unfortunately, because Manectric's weak. Citrus Berry Ninetales is interesting. Encore? Nice. And they do Thunderbolt, so this is going to hurt. But we had Sash anyway, so it's not the end of the world. Cool. I very much like Thunder here into Ninetales again. And I think I'll get off the field into Basculegion this time. Have a Scarf Flip turn to do even more pivoting. I swear I'll click Volt Switch with Manectric eventually. I just don't feel like it yet. I don't feel like I need to yet. If I was calling a Charizard swap here, I could, but I don't think it's that big a deal. I want to get rid of this Ninetales. Is this going to be enough this time? Yes. Beautiful. Alright, taking a KO is fantastic. Just a Dragon Pulse, do some chip into my Manectric, fine. And then you must be bringing in Typhlosion, right? Who, if it's Scarfed, can be faster than Basculegion. And now you know I'm Scarf, so you have the freedom to do something there. I'm thinking it's finally time to Volt Switch. Well, I wouldn't hate another Snarl. How about a Snarl and get off the field into Kingambit? It'd be pretty absurd for them to just go for, like, a Heat Wave here. Oh, they might, though. You gave up all your stamina boosts, which I'm very happy about seeing. And they go for Eruption! Confirmed Scarf, but oh my goodness, we lose the Weather War. Well, this could have been better. You need to swap Charizard if you want to keep the weather. But you need to swap Typhlosion if you don't want to be locked in Erupting. I'm going to click Last Respects into Charizard and Tailwind, because I don't think Eruption does anything here. I think I can leave Typhlosion alone right now. And then with Tailwind, our Basculegion will be faster than their Typhlosion. Typhlosion swap, that's cool to see. It might be a Zard Protect. It is, but that's okay, because I have a Water Weather Ball into that slot next turn. And a powerful Last Respects into a no stamina boosted Archaludon. Oh, it's at nearly full health, which is scary. Last respects there. Definitely a weather ball here. I think your best play might be give up Typhlosion, protect Arch. Giving up Typhlosion makes sense. You know, you already knew my items. Last respects, how much? Really good damage. I think if you take out my Pelipper, I'm kind of cooked. Then I have to play the single target games. But if you don't take out anything, I think we're chilling. Fire Weather Ball, as long as it's enough to finish Arch from here, wins the game, right? Last Respects probably takes Zard before it can Solar Beam. I guess if they're bulky, maybe they live. We'll find out. I really don't have any other play. Let's just see what happens. Let's see if we can close on all the work Manectric did. That Eruption play was amazing, honestly. That turned the tide so quick. I don't mind seeing Zard protect. Double protect is annoying. That's just free leftovers. Because if the Arch can live Weather Ball, that causes issues. Last turn of Tailwind. Last respects the Zard. Weather Ball the Arch. There's no other play. If your Zard lives, you win. If your Arch lives, you win. As long as you Thunderbolt the Basculegion, that is. And then you would have to be faster than Pelipper too in that case. If Zard goes down but Arch doesn't. Which, have we seen that interaction yet? I'm not sure. I don't recall who was faster between these two. But it all comes down to this, really. Alright, Last Respects takes out Zard. That puts us in a good spot. Come on, Pelly. P-Dizzle, you got this. Yes! Let's go! Whoo, boy, that was a nail-biter. But we defeated the trainer. Why nobody want to share their name anymore? GG. Okay, Sun, Whimsicott, Farigiraf, Garchomp, Kingambit, and Basculegion. Some high usage Pokemon. Pretty normal stuff going on there. Rain is necessary. It seems like their only Mega is the Charizard, so they're going to be using Rain. We got to get rid of Whimsicott's Sunny Day first. I don't hate Archaludon. I don't hate Manectric. Kingambit is fine into their Basculegion, but the rest of the team not great. And I think I'll go with that lead with Pelipper, not Kingambit. Do I want? Because they have a Kingambit, and our Kingambit is the only thing that's good into their Kingambit. So I think I need Kingambit. No Basculegion here. All right, let's see what they do. They're still picking, so that's good. Okay, that took a while, but all right. You're allowed to take your whole time. At least they're scared of my team, which is good, but also they're thinking hard, which is bad, and they're on a win streak. It's just Whimsicott Charizard. Nothing too deep. can we take a heat wave in the sun? I want to say yes. I want to Volt Switch the Whimsicott and Electro Shot the Charizard. But if we just get blown up, that doesn't work. Worth it. Go. Either win or lose. Turn 1. Let's do it. Yep, Charizard Y, no surprise there. I'm expecting Tailwind Heat Wave. I guess if it's Weather Ball to just knock out one of our slots, that could be bad. Charizard just protects, that's okay. Okay, I guess we gotta bring in Pelipper and let them Sunny Day, which is unfortunate. Yeah, because that way we aren't locked into Electro Shot. We'll get the special attack boost at least, which is nice. And then you go for Sunny Day plus Weather Ball into my Archaludon. So I take advantage of your Sun, Weather Ball your Whimsicott, and protect my Archaludon. I don't have a Weather Ball switch in is the problem. Charizard's gonna get a KO because of its good turn 1 play. But I need to take out Whimsicott. And there's nothing wrong with Protect here, really. If they for some reason don't have Sunny Day, incredible. They might not have Sunny Day. Wait a minute. That's interesting. And they taunt our Pelipper? You have taunt? And no, okay, apparently they don't have Sunny Day. I think they might not have Encore either. Archaludon should be able to take a hit from Garchomp, especially if we Intimidate. But it could be an Earthquake. But we need to get Pelipper off the field regardless. So I'm happy to bring in Manectric and go for the +1 Dragon Pulse. If you have Taunt and Encore, what the heck are you doing? Zard comes in on that slot. Okay, damage into Zard isn't bad. Worst case is they do have Encore this whole time. But at least Manectric didn't get Earthquaked. They have Taunt and Encore. Of course you have Taunt and Encore. No way do you have Sunny Day, Tailwind, Taunt, and Encore. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go Volt Switch into Whimsicott to hopefully finally take that thing out. And I'm gonna bring in Pelipper to turn off the sun here. So that Charizard can't go crazy. Are they gonna bring in Garchomp? Oh my goodness. But they're not swapping Zard, so we're okay actually. But what the heck is happening? Charizard just protects. That's fine. That's fine. I don't mind that. Your Tailwind is gone. Are you Scarf Chomp? Maybe. I need to take the hit with Manectric, I guess, if you are. I'm gonna Volt Switch off this Charizard. And who will they bring in? I think I want Tailwind. Because if they bring in Whimsicott, they can't Tailwind anymore. Assuming I knock it out and live whatever Garchomp's going for. Well, this is why you put Sunny Day on your Whimsicott. This would be a lot harder if they did. Okay. Just feed me Whimsicott. That's cool. Now, don't knock out my Manectric, please. Oh, you're not Scarf. Good. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Alright, who has to take this hit? I'm leaning Kingambit. Their last could be, what, Farigiraf, Kingambit, Basculegion? I don't know. Maybe it is Archaludon. Yeah. It's just Rock Slide. Oh, that's great for Archaludon, actually. Free stamina. Basically no cost. We know you're not Scarf, because you weren't as fast as Manectric. We've got Tailwind now. Yeah, baby. You better watch out. And you can't set up your own Tailwind, because you lost your Tailwind user. Alright, here I'm happy to protect and bring in Manectric. Probably on an Earthquake. But I've got so many Earthquake weaknesses that the one with Intimidate is the one coming in. If we lose Manectric, that's just a free return into Pelipper, honestly. I could see them swapping out Zard this turn, finally revealing their 4th Pokemon. Could be Basculegion. I could see that. Then our Kingambit in the back is really nice into that. Less so if we actually give them Rain, which is kind of funny. Rain boosted Aqua Jets could mess up our Kingambit. Also really wonder what their item is then. Maybe they're Scarf Bask. Garchomp Protect, okay. Charizard is just going to Weather Ball. That probably takes out Manectric. Yeah. Cool. This is a free Electro Shot plus Weather Ball turn, I think. Since you've been intimidated, I don't think you can KO with a Rock Slide anymore. Because you brought us down to 62. That's a little under half, so you're going to do less than that. Yeah, Electro Shot hits anything in the back pretty hard. Weather Ball is our most damage into Garchomp possible, so let's do it. I could have swapped this around and Weather Balled the Zard and Dragon Pulse the Chomp, but I don't have any boosts yet, so I don't think that KOs. I'd rather go for... I guess I'm still going for a KO either way. Garchomp swapping is not what I expected, but I love hitting Kingambit with a Weather Ball. Yeah, Charizard just protects, that's cool. Now we have to play the which slot do I Electro Shot game. Plus Kingambit can probably Sucker Punch knock out our Pelipper from here. How's this Tailwind looking? Last turn yet? Yes. I'm thinking Dragon Pulse the Charizard. Bring in Kingambit. I'm going to call them swapping Zard into Garchomp and going for Sucker Punch into Pelipper. There's a couple different ways I could cover for that, but I think I'm just going to Dragon Pulse and swap. Pelipper would swap first because we have Tailwind. Zard swaps into Chomp. Perfect. +1, Dragon Pulse coming your way, Mr. Garchomp. And Sucker Punch fails. Okay, we got that turn right. That's good. Goodbye, Mr. Chompy Chomp. That means we win Weather Control, which is fantastic. We lost our Tailwind. We'll probably lose our Pelipper on swapping it in. It's so obvious. But I really don't have any other options. I need to bring in Pelipper here to win. So let's bring in Pelipper here and click Electro Shot into... I'm not sure if it matters. click it into the Charizard. Either one of them could protect here. Charizard, I just feel like has more damage potential overall. Our Kingambit doesn't like fire moves, even if the rain is up. Worst case is their Kingambit has low kick, and we have Chople Berry to take one hit from that anyway on our Kingambit. Retaliate back with our own low kick. I think this is right. Alright, they do just rip a Heat Wave. It doesn't hit the Archaludon, which I don't think made a big difference here. Electro Shot to take out their Charizard, and finally we got this. Okay. Ooh. That was awkward in the beginning, playing around that Whimsicott. Fortunately, our team is just so incredibly strong, plus Manectric. And we never ended up putting ourselves in a position to have to intimidate the Kingambit or Snarl it, which is nice. And yeah, they see that it's done. Let's go. Whew. GG. Okay. Talonflame Blastoise stuff. They also have Mousehold Gardevoir stuff. Could be also, I guess, Mousehold Blastoise stuff. Garchomp, Talonflame stuff. Could be Scarf Gardevoir with Telepathy and Garchomp stuff. Basically what I'm trying to get at is they have stuff. And we need to do things about that stuff. One of those things we can do stuff about is have Manectric. I would like to match their Tailwind with my Pelipper. Is that an awkward lead, though, because of their Blastoise? I mean, it's awkward for them because they have to worry about Wide Guard. I also very much like Kingambit here. Maybe more so if we had Iron Head, but it's fine. It's definitely a Manectric game. That's a good thing. I do think I want Pelipper, but a different lead I could be convinced. Pelipper... Arch Kingambit, or do I actually want Basculegion? Arch is like good, but Manectric can, like, because Electric is just so good. I think I want Kingambit Basculegion and just let Manectric be the Electric. Because Rain Boosted Thunders can go crazy as long as we don't get one shot by Water Spout, you know. If I just had Wide Guard, I would be very happy. This I don't hate, really. Thank goodness they traced my Drizzle and not my Lightning Rod. Yeah, Mega Snarl, I think, is the way here, plus Tailwind. Could they be going Trick Room? I guess it's possible. How about then Mega Snarl plus Weather Ball Mousehold? I think the Mousehold could be super annoying for me in the long run, so I would like to get rid of that as soon as possible. And if Gardevoir goes down to -1 special attack, whether it sets Trick Room or is Scarf or whatever, it's a lot less threatening. It is Mega Gardevoir, so I mean, it's not threatening. But I'm glad they're not Scarf at least. That means the Snarl will go before anything they do, even if it is Trick Room. Here, have a Snarl. Mousehold is not using Follow Me. They're going for a Super Fang combo into Pelipper. And that still KOs even through the Snarl. Yikes. Okay. You don't love to see that. Alright, Basculegion time. Time to start blasting. I will go Thunder Gardevoir. I guess it could be a Snarl plus flip turn here. I don't know if that takes out Mousehold, though. I'm going to go Thunder, Wave Crash. Yeah, Mousehold's just going to do Follow Me. So I guess Snarl would have been fine here. They're already at -1 on Gardevoir, so I don't anticipate them being able to take a KO. But I guess Manectric is in Psychic range, right? They go for that. Thunder does okay damage, not a lot. Just another Hyper Voice. That's fine. We still have speed priority here. So they bring in Talonflame now. Oh, hi Talonflame. You should be worried about Swift Swim. I think I just protect, bring in Kingambit here. You're going to get up your Tailwind, you're going to start causing problems. But if I can pin your Gardevoir with a Sucker Punch, we might be okay. Yeah, because then I threaten Sucker Punch into Thunder and Talonflame. Talonflame might be able to KO Manectric from here, yeah? It'll be iffy. But yeah, Thunder plus Sucker Punch. Talonflame just protects, that's good. Vacuum Wave. Yo, that's cooking. It didn't do much because of the Chople Berry, but that is cooking right there. And the Sucker Punch fails because they moved first, yeah. Incredible. I guess we could still prevent a Hyper Voice by Sucker Punching. But that, we might be cooked. Yeah, I'm still going to go for Sucker Punch there. I'm gonna call them changing it up. And they do change it up with Quick Guard. Oh my gosh. They have everything for Sucker Punch. Hyper Voice will just rip our Manectric in half now. Yeah. Oh my goodness. You just can't do anything. We don't have Rain anymore either. You just go for Quick Guard and Hyper Voice and it's over, right? Is it possible you're slow enough that I can get a Last Respects before you move? It's very unlikely. And then I should Kowtow Cleave into Talonflame. But yeah, we're done. This is over. They don't go for a Quick Guard this time. Oh my goodness. Probably because they went for Vacuum Wave here. Brave Bird Vacuum Wave clears it. Wow, we got cooked. GG. That was a cool team. I like that team. I might want to use that team. Alright, GG, trainer. Wow, okay. Oranguru Trick Room Instruct Shenanigans, potentially with Explosion Mega Glalie. And I would assume then the Oranguru isn't inner focus and it's telepathy. Ways we have to obliterate Oranguru. Rain, Wave Crash. Is about it. A lot of water weaknesses, but we do have to be fearful of Kingambit. I don't think I have another way of stopping Trick Room. And if Trick Room goes up, we're cooked. Yeah, I'm happy to go with Pelipper, Basculegion. I will bring Manectric. The Intimidates will be good. Yeah, this is honestly a Scovillain game. This is such a Scovillain game. Being able to burn those physical attackers resist Sylveon. I think I need Kingambit for their Kingambit because we have low kick. And yeah, and the final Pokemon's Scovillain. But I'm bringing Manectric instead. Is this a bad idea? Yes. But this team, it's gonna cook me. Right? They have to fear, if they lead what I think they're gonna lead, which they did, they have to fear Wide Guard. Could they be Sash or Rangaroo? Sure, why not? And their water resist would be, they don't have a water resist. So I don't mind going Weather Ball plus Wave Crash into a Rangaroo. Like, worst case, they protect it and get some damage off with Glalie, sure. You have to fear the Wide Guard if you're going for explosion plays, which I don't like. I would be fine with you exploding if I'm being for real. It's not going to KO anybody. Though after the Wave Crash recoil, maybe. Preventing Trick Room is my main priority here, because we've got super fast Mega Manectric in the back. Along with Kingambit, who's not fast exactly, but he's faster than your team, most likely. Alright. That's a really cool off-meta Mega. What's it gonna do? Don't protect, don't protect, don't protect, no protect. Alright. Flop. Wave Crash, Adaptability Wave Crash into Rain wasn't enough on its own. That's insane. But we do prevent Trick Room because they just go for Taunt. Alright. They were expecting the Wide Guard, and they were ready to explode turn 2. So we get to take a Rangaroo for basically nothing. We get taunted, we find out Glalie is faster than Pelipper, not surprising. Significantly higher base speed. Like, oh, and they just, okay, sure, bye. Well, good job, Manectric, I guess. Alright, we're back. That was a fun time. Manectric was good, not amazing, but it did its job. Thank you very much, Mr. Kowtow, for making this team, and thank you for watching. If you liked, leave a like on this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But anyways, I'm Jordy, and alright.